is coming off this morning. Tim Bigham joins us, option strategist at Buy Alerts. Tim, AMD chart, bad enough to be good?
It's almost getting to that point, OJ, as you alluded to. This stock has been absolutely taken out to the woodshed recently here, certainly. Even the Wolf note, you can see their price target, a little bit of a drop from 210 to now down around this area. So I think, the stock's approaching certainly the yearly lows that it bounced off of nicely around that 120 area. I don't think really the market, though, is looking that good overall, certainly in the semi and chip space particularly. So it's kind of a little good, a little bad here, I think, for AMD following this kind of big pullback. So I'm just going out and doing a little bit longer term put calendar spread trade, buying the traditional January 120 puts, just a little bit below where AMD is trading now and just below those annual lows, selling the January 3rd 120 puts, paying about $1.50 for that. So a fairly cheap trade, certainly for a $125 stock. IV generally on AMD, well below the 50th percentile. So option price is pretty cheap. We're seeing the VIX pop a little bit here, and this trade will benefit from a pop at IV as well. So I guess I'm kind of neutral to maybe slightly bearish on AMD here, more bearish, I think, on the market generally and semis in particular. So I think given the fact that we've had this rip-roaring rally in stocks, I think come January, once seasonality passes, we may get that long-awaited kind of pullback.
All right. So this is one way to kind of express to some degree that, but to your point, I guess you'd rather just fade some of the broad market. But we appreciate you going with the stock-specific trade to fit our coverage. So you buy the 120 put, you sell the shorter term. So the longer term, you're looking for a little bit of correction.
Yeah, and then I have the January 10th weekly in between my long, extension January 17th. The short one, January 3rd, kind of avoided the holiday as well and grabbed a little more premium. I think the market will probably kind of, as it usually does, trade maybe higher to slightly sideways over the holiday period. But I have the January 10th to bring in even more premium, reduce the cost if need be on the trade, and really not looking for a major pullback, just kind of a retest of that annual low around 120. Should pick up IV if it drops to there. And certainly that would be a benefit from a price standpoint as well for the trade structure.
All right. Put calendar into AMD and fading a little on the long term, kind of as an expression of the broader stock fade. VIX picking up a little bit, 15.3. So you might get some of your broader market fade here just yet, Tim. If things break down a little bit more, though.
Yeah, we shall see on that. And I kind of like put calendars here generally on the stocks and the indices. I think going out to January, selling to kind of December options makes sense from a seasonal perspective. Certainly valuations, as you kind of alluded to, getting stretched as well here. Sentiment getting almost off the charts on some of these names too. So I think at some point reality may set in here. We'll have that bad hair day or bad hair week, which would benefit kind of these put calendar or put diagonal trade structures.
All right. Just as long as the trade doesn't go underwater like a few of those boats I see on that shirt. A few of those are flipped upside down, I think, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's Santa driving the boat, so hopefully he doesn't have our gifts on those at all, though I probably deserve my Santa upside down.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to have to hopefully see some Christmas shirts from you in the next week. Tim, you the man.
Santa may be visiting you, is all I have to say. Maybe on its way.
All right. There it is. Style icon, Tim Bigham, and Trader 2 on the side. Appreciate it, sir.
You bet. Anytime. Take care.
You the man. Option strategist, Buy Alerts, right? Looking at the put calendar in advance.